Hey everyone, this is Prince from Desi Programmer and welcome back to another exciting video about Node.js. And in this video we are going to talk about a couple of stuff like what is HTTP, how to create an HTTP server, the role of Express in this, which is obviously what Express is, and we will see how to handle basic requests and responses, although we'll be talking about requests and responses in more detail in the next video. So let's see what do we have here. Now, just as you can see, I already have a couple of things opened up here, but don't worry about that. I went to my folder that contained all the source code. I have deleted that. The reason why I'm deleting that because these stuff are normal, so I won't be pushing them as source code on GitHub. But all the projects that we make or authentication or anything as such, that I will post on GitHub. So I have this another directory or folder here that started, and I want to work in this directory where we will talk about all the basics like request, responses, static files, and body parsers, middlewares, handle stuff like that. So here I'm in my started folder. Now if you are on Windows, that's okay. If you're on Linux, that too is okay. All that you have to do is to switch to directory using cd commands and all. And once you're there, obviously you need Node.js and npm, which already we have talked about in the previous video, so I think that's going to be an issue again. Now here I want to initiate a new project, so I will say npm init and double dash yes, and this will initialize a project for me. Here as you can see, I have my package.json file, and it's okay. I have all the basic data that are needed. I don't have any issue with that. All that I have to do is to create an index.js file where I can actually write some code. So here in started, I will click on this button and I will create a file index.js. Before we move forward, I want to say something that if you have any knowledge about writing code that executes in backend using PHP and all, so I want you to put that behind at least for the next couple of videos, because the process here is very different than what we have there. So it's better if you put that here and try to take a look at it with a fresh perspective. So now normally if you will use something like PHP and all, you will install Jam that will give you Apache server, SQL and all. Here we're not going to do that. Basically, Apache is an HTTP server, so when we run an HTTP server, we can write code and our computer itself behaves as a complete server where we write code, it gets executed, and we see a result in our browser. So here too, we need an HTTP server. Now, we're not going to do Apache, we're not going to use Apache. Node.js gives us its own options. That's what we are going to use here. So we are going to use an HTTP package to create a server, and then we will see why HTTP can't be used much in production or in development. It's not like it can't be used or it should not be used. Also, that it's not very productive to use HTTP while creating large scale application, and then we will see what Express can do. So first of all, obviously we need HTTP, and this comes by default with Node.js, so we don't need to install anything. All that I have to say it's some const variable. I'll name that as HTTP is going to be require, and I want to require HTTP. Once I've done that, HTTP can be used to create a server. So I'm saying HTTP dot create server. Now the create server method will accept a ask function, and it can be used to listen to port, and on that port we will get the request that's sent back from the client. So this method takes a function. Now that function has two parameters. First of them is request and the second one is response. And then this method needs to listen to a port, and I'm going to just put the port as, let's say, 8000, port 8000, and I'll save this. And here all that I'm saying is that I want to send some data back, so I'm saying rest dot send. Actually I can't send here, I have to say write, and I'm just going to write hi, and I think there's some error, so this is an arrow function. I have to put this arrow, and then after writing the data I want to end the response, so we'll say rest dot end, and this will end the response. So all that we have done is that we have required the HTTP package, we have created a server that listens to 8000 port, and then we have written some data that's just a simple hi text, and then we are ending the response. Now this port will be listened on localhost, and we all know what localhost is. That's 127.0.0.1. So all that I have to say is 127.0.0.1 colon port 8000 and hit enter, and this won't obviously give us any response because I have to run here. So I have to say node space index.js, and once that's done, if I hit refresh, you can see that I have this small little hi right here. So this is how HTTP server can be created and gives us a response. But there are problems. The problem is that this is too basic. I'm not saying it's complicated, just it's too basic. It doesn't make our work easier. So for example, if you want to send some data, if you want to send HTML, if you want to use some templating engine, or let's say you want to parse different routes like login, sign up, you want to use sessions and all, it's going to be difficult. Now to solve those issues, like we have Express.js. What Express is that it's a fast and then a minimalist web framework for Node.js. All that it does is that it takes HTTP and it packs it in such a way that it's easier for us to use. So we are going to now use Express, and let's see how Express handle these things. So all that I have to do is to first go back to my terminal command prompt. I'll use Ctrl+C to cancel this. Then we will use npm i express. I'm not using G flag. I'm just installing Express locally for this single project. Now after the installation is complete, all that I have to do is to go back. Let's save. You can see in my package.json file, I will have Express as a dependency. So that's good. Now I will just take this entire code, I will comment it out, and let me show you how Express works. So I just want const express is equal to require express. Now we will create an app that will be an instance of Express. So this will be, and our app will be Express. So now our app can handle a lot of stuff. So first I will say that my app wants to listen to a port. I will hard code it as 8000, although this is not what we are going to do later. I'll show you how. Next thing is that now let's say I want to listen to some route. I can say app.get. I want to listen to the home route, and here again we have a function that takes request and response as parameter. We return some data. Now the app is already listening to port 8000, so we don't have to use any listen here, and I can simply say rest.send. I don't even have to use write. I'm saying rest.send hi. I save it. So we have saved it. Now let's go back to our terminal. We will say node space index.js. Let's go back to browser and let's run localhost 8000. You can even write like this. Most browser can parse this data too. Now you can see that we have a high text. The best part about Express.js is that let's say I want to send an HTML. I can directly send an HTML like h1 hi, I am a h1 tag, and I can end the HTML. Let's save it. Let's go back. Let's restart the server. Although we are going to pass this process of restarting every time, but not now, later on. Let's refresh, and now you can see that I am an h1 tag. If you want to do the same thing using HTML, then you have to set the right head as HTML. And not just that, let's say I want to listen to some other route, or I want to get to some other route. So I say app.get, and let's say someone gets to contacts. So I can show them some contacts, or I can send a file that contains my contacts, like an HTTP file obviously. So here I can simply say res.send mail me, or whatever I want to say. The complete idea is that now if I save it, if I go back to my this command prompt, let's restart it. Let's go back here. Let's refresh it. Obviously we can't see anything here, but if I go to contact, so we can't get contact because this is my mistake. So I'll just copy this, and here let's paste it. Let's save it, and it says mail me. So we can easily go to different routes. Not just that, if you want to handle different requests like get, post, delete and all, this can be used to do that. So we will obviously talk about Express in this complete playlist, and we will see how can we use Express more and more. In the next video we'll talk more about sending responses like HTML response, basic string, JSON response, that will be very useful for coding APIs and all, or how to send templating engine response, which obviously will be handled later. So that's pretty much it from my side in this video. I'll catch you up soon talking more about Node.js coding and whatnot.